Good morning, friends. So I will be taking your internal combustion engine next class today on air standard cycle, that is Carnot cycle. So in today's class, we will study about air standard cycle. What are the various assumptions that have been taken while studying air standard cycle? Then we will study one of the most important air standard cycle, that is Carnot cycle. Okay. So let's first start with air standard cycle. So what is called air standard cycle? A standard cycle is defined as cycle which can use a perfect gas as a working medium. Okay. So अगर हम perfect gas को our working medium consider कर रहे हैं, then we call it as a air standard cycle. Air is actually almost invariably used in working fluid in internal combustion engine, because for burning of fuel oxygen is required, and oxygen is present in the air. So we consider that air is a perfect gas, and when we consider air as our working medium, we called it as a air standard cycle. Okay. Next, what apart from that, there are various assumptions that have been taken in air standard cycle. So I am telling about the various assumptions taken. The first is again that we have already studied here, that is the working medium is assumed to be perfect gas, and we consider air as our perfect gas, and any perfect gas follows the rule PV is equal to MRT. Okay. So this is the first assumption, that it has to be, the gas has to be perfect gas and follows the relation PV is equal to MRT. Next that there is no change of mass of working fluid throughout the process. Means whatever amount of mass is coming inside the system, it will remain constant, and there is no loss of mass due to leakage or anything else, that that is assumed, but actually it is not there. Again, all the process should constitute a cycle are reversible. Means every process that is occurring in that cycle, we assume all the cycle to be reversible cycle. None of the cycle can be irreversible. This is the assumption, as we already studied in our thermodynamics, that no cycle is reversible. All cycle are irreversible. All process are irreversible. Okay. So here we consider that all the process are reversible. Next assumption is that working medium has constant specific heat, but in actual, it is not true. Specific heat of gas always increases with temperature. So when fuel burn, temperature increases, and so the specific heat. But ideally, we have to take assumption here that there is a constant specific heat of working medium. The next assumption is that the working medium does not undergo any chemical change, but it is not true at all, because of chemical change only the fuel burn and produces energy, and there is some chemical change occur. So this is again an assumption we are taking, that there is no chemical change in the working medium. Again, assumption is taken that the operation of the engine is frictionless, that is, there is no wear and tear and no friction between the sliding surface, but actually it is not possible. So this is again an assumptions. Again, the physical constant of working medium, as we have considered that the working medium is a perfect gas, that is air. So we have to take all the values of air, considering it as a working medium, with molecular weight 29, specific heat at constant pressure 1.005 kg kilojoule per kg Kelvin, specific heat at constant volume as 0.718, and gamma as 1.4. Again, the kinematic and potential energy of the working fluid are neglected. That is, it has been assumed that there is no kinetic or potential energy associated with working fluid. The last assumption that we have taken is heat is supplied and rejected in a reversible manner, and if necessary can be supplied and rejected instantaneously. Here we consider that the heat is added into the system or it is rejected from the system instantaneously. But actually it is not an instantaneous process, it is a time consuming process, time taking process. Okay. So these are all 9 assumptions that we have taken for air standard cycle. Actual cycle are very much different from air standard cycle. So first we are going on Carnot cycle, our first air standard cycle. Okay, so it is a reversible cycle again, because in air standard cycle we have to assume that all process should consist of reversible processes. So it will be a reversible cycle in which a working medium receive heat at higher temperature and reject heat at lower temperature. This is a simple heat engine where Carnot engine is taking heat from high temperature and perform all the activities and reject heat at lower temperature. Carnot cycle consists of four processes. Two of them are reversible isothermal process and two of them are reversible adiabatic process. Carnot cycle actually it is represented as a standard of perfection. Means it is assumed that whatever efficiency that we are getting, it is maximum between the two temperature limit when it works according to the Carnot cycle. Means first there will be an isothermal expansion from A to B, then adiabatic expansion, then isothermal compression, then adiabatic compression. So this four cycle, if a heat engine work on Carnot cycle where the source temperature and sink temperature are fixed, then we assume that it will give maximum efficiency and we can say that it is perfect cycle, and any other cycle is compared with this cycle to get how much actual cycle is near to the Carnot cycle. Again, it gives the concept of maximizing work output between two temperature limit that I have already told you. So it is an animated video about the process. Here it is taken, this is isothermal expansion is occurring. Here adiabatic expansion, then isothermal compression, then there will be adiabatic compression. So it consists of four: source, sink. Source is at higher temperature, sink is at lower temperature. Heat is added through the source, heat is rejected in the sink. Here isothermal expansion, adiabatic expansion, isothermal compression, C to D, and finally adiabatic compression. So here it has been seen that first process isothermal expansion where heat is transferring. In second process adiabatic there is no heat transfer, this is insulator. Then again heat transfer occur in isothermal compression and again it is adiabatic compression where no heat is transferred. So this consists of four cycles where piston move, expand, and then compress. Here this is again isothermal expansion, adiabatic expansion, then isothermal compression is happening here, then adiabatic compression. In this the cycle repeats itself. Now the what is the efficiency of Carnot cycle? We are saying that the Carnot cycle has maximum efficiency. So let us see what is the efficiency of Carnot cycle. Any efficiency is defined as the work done by the system during the cycle to the heat supplied to the system during the cycle. Okay. So here I am showing the PV plot that I have showed in last slide, and also I am showing the temperature entropy TS plot. Okay. Here with this plot it is much clearer that how the Carnot cycle work. Means 1 to 2 isothermal process where temperature remain constant, 2 to 3 adiabatic process where entropy remain constant. Again 3 to 4 where compression occur, temperature remain constant, isothermal process, and again compression occur from 4 to 1 by keeping entropy constant. As these are adiabatic process, but entropy is constant because all the processes are reversible. And a reversible adiabatic process is called isentropic process where entropy remain constant. So the efficiency of the Carnot cycle is heat supplied minus heat rejected upon heat supplied. So this will be the work output and this is the heat supplied. If you have to write in terms of temperature, efficiency of Carnot cycle will be T1 minus T2 upon T1. Source temperature minus sink temperature upon source temperature. Again, it can be written as 1 minus T2 by T1. Okay. So this is the efficiency of Carnot cycle, and from this efficiency, what are the various things that have been derived? T1, remember T1 is the temperature of the source and T2 is the temperature of the sink. That we have just discussed that any engine work between two temperature limit. High temperature is called source, low temperature is called sink. So T1 is source temperature, T2 is sink temperature. So how the efficiency depend upon these two temperatures? Let us see the lower temperature, that is sink temperature, is normally the atmospheric pressure. Sink temperature is generally is atmospheric temperature because whatever heat developed inside the engine, it is rejected to the atmosphere. So generally we consider that T2 is our atmospheric temperature, that is sink temperature is our atmospheric temperature. Hence it is fixed. So we cannot change in this equation, we cannot change the value of T2. So to increase the efficiency, what we have to do? We have to increase the temperature of the source. As the T1 increases, this whole term will reduce because it is in denominator, and as this whole term reduces, the overall term is increased and the Carnot efficiency increases. So to increase the efficiency of the Carnot cycle, source temperature should be increased. Okay, and it is said that between two fixed temperatures, if T1 and T2 is fixed, Carnot cycle will give maximum efficiency compared to any other air standard cycle. Apart from Carnot cycle, all other, there are many air standard cycles, but Carnot cycle is the only cycle which gives maximum efficiency when we fix the temperature T1 and T2. And net work output of Carnot cycle is low because there are alternatively isothermal process and isentropic process, so work output is low. Again, this is not practically possible because what we are seeing in this diagram, we have seen in this diagram that continuously the wall should be made isothermal and adiabatic in after one process. From A to B, it has to be isothermal, then B to C, it has to be adiabatic, then again isothermal, then again adiabatic. So it is very difficult to change the wall of the stem or cylinder arrangement. So it is practically not possible. Carnot cycle is practically not possible. Okay. So this is all about Carnot cycle. In next class, we will study about other air standard cycle. Thank you. Thank you very much.